Tonight, from FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Taylor Heineke and the Washington football team taking on Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. They love their football in this part of the country, and this crowd is ready to go as their guys will match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway from FedEx Field. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Washington offense ready to take over, and you see Taylor Heineke at the helm in his second season with the football team.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator say right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And here's a give to Gibson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Antonio Gibson is an absolute dart with the ball in his hands, and he can make you miss, and he can run over you. Took a little while to crack the starting lineup as a rookie, but boy, was he sensational when he did. Went for 115 yards and 3 scores in a Thanksgiving Day clobbering of the Dallas Cowboys. And Washington, they feel like they had a real find when they took him in the 3rd round last year, number 66 overall, and he justified their decision.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A give running right, Gibson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did. On
3rd down, Heineke. eluding the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. To throw is Heineke. And that one caught. It's the rookie De'Ami Brown. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. So, Charles, this defense in for a tough matchup. What do you think the game plan is here tonight?
Well, I think the game plan is the same as most, which is, hey, pass rushers, do your job. Coverage guys, do your job. And the linebackers are going to be a mix. Sometimes they'll drop in coverage. Sometimes they'll pressure the quarterback. But all in all, you never want to let that quarterback get a string of completions going, because if so, they're hard to deal with, and it makes for a long evening.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Gibson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Working out of the gun. Here's Heineke. That's Samuel. Caught left side. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. From the gun, Heineke. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
Very good as a rookie. Terry McLaurin was even better in 2020. 87 catches for over 1,100 yards. He is definitely wide receiver 1 for the Washington football team.
Heineke on first down. Flushed out right. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Taylor Heineke taking it in from 11 yards out. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. the touchdown. Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Seattle's offense ready to go here for the first time, and leading them is the 7-time Pro Bowler in his 10th year now in the NFL, Russell Wilson.
And similar to his nickname, Russell Wilson has a dangerous mix of skills, the ability to throw from the pocket and extend plays and throw on the run. Not to mention an absolute winner. Usually has his team in the playoffs competing for Super Bowl opportunities.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that's complete to Swain. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the shotgun, Wilson. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. DeAndre Carter back deep. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And a play fake, and now Heineke. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Now Heineke. That's going to be caught by Samuel. 7 yards, the pickup there. Working with a 2nd and 3. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, right back to Gibson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Heineke. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here's Heineke. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Heineke. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this 1st half. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Heineke again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
A 1st down throw for Heineke. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Touchdown, Washington. J.D. McKissick, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. the touchdown. Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson.
And this will go to Carson out wide.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Dumps this one off to Chris Carson. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Again, Wilson.
That one is Swain complete.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On 1st down, Wilson.
That's complete to Penny Hart.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
And the Seahawks, 1st down.
So we've reached halftime here at our nation's capital with the Washington football team on top.
As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, right, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has certainly been one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference as the teams have already come back out onto the field for the second half. So let's get you back out as well to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have
possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. This is DJ Reed returning. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He gives it off to Carson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw is Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Wilson, after the play fake to Carson, steps away. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. They go play action with Wilson. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Draw play. This is Carson. Down right around the 25. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And that guy just keeps getting better, and I'm talking about Tyler Lockett, who just made that nice catch there for a first down. Now in his 7th season with Seattle, last year may have been his finest yet, and even 100 catches, many of them of the spectacular variety. Paired with DK Metcalf, a heck of a dynamic duo for the Seahawks.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On the delay, here's Carson, and he will not be denied. Into the end zone, touchdown Seahawks. Chris Carson taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was all capped off by the Chris Carson touchdown run. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Taken at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. First possession of the second half now for Washington. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Here's Gibson to start the drive.
He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Gibson again.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
43 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Heineke to throw it.
Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
Curtis Samuel exhibited a lot of versatility for 4 years in Carolina. Now in his first year with Washington, expect this football team to try and put the ball in his hands a variety of ways.
On 1st and 10, Heineke.
This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A run here for J.D. McKissick. And he's got some space here. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Heineke now looking to throw on first down. Open man is Samuel, complete.
That catch good for only a couple. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down.
They run the toss now with Gibson.
And out of bounds right around the 20. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or two if you have to. Just go down, inbounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game, and that has to drive a coach crazy.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Looking to throw, Heineke. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Gibson. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Gibson again. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Heineke now. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All all you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 15. After the interception, here's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game. Now Wilson. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Here's Wilson. He'll find Everett there, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Wilson trying to urge his guys to go faster and get set at the line. Wilson to throw. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Wilson. And oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
He'll look to throw. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he is all the way up past the 25. A 4th down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes if we're in the 2nd quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Washington about to close this one out as they are down to a knee. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
So it's Washington getting the victory here. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.